the people who the land got took from. Black people are the original Indians. Go look it up. Go read Christopher Columbus's diary. Go read anybody's diary. Go read, confirm that they was black people, okay? So we want to get that on deck. And the reason I want to get the history on deck is because it fits right back into the spirituality. Those ancestors who was our ancestors said that we came from the stars. They called them star people. The Egyptians, who have been genetically confirmed to been black, said that their ancestors came from the stars. The Dogon tribe in Mali said their ancestors came from the stars. The black Nagas of Japan and Asia said their ancestors came from the stars. The black Aboriginals in Australia said their ancestors came from the stars. Black people across the world always identified with their ancestors from the stars, okay? And since I'm saying stars, Star Wars popped in my head, but it popped in my head because Anakin is the word Anunnaki. Anakin name is Anakin Skywalker. The word Anunnaki literally translates to Skywalker or walk the sky. And then the dude who created Star Wars said he got all of his knowledge from Egypt. A Jedi is the word Dehij scrambled. Dehij was spelled, or Deji was spelled D-E-J-I. If you go look it up, a Dehij or a Deji was the bodyguard of a pharaoh. Go look this shit up. Go look it up. Go look it up. Go look it up. And go read Stolen Legacy, okay? And the Greeks in that book tell you that the Egyptians seem to possess what you would call supernatural abilities, okay? So we're not saying people was flying around, but I'm saying that they were doing better phenomenal feats than we are today. And so all of this stuff come from us.
The Arab conquerors, the Arabs didn't come to Egypt until 640. The first non-African people came to Egypt, otherwise called the Hyksos, in 1675 BC. The Africans there were already in the 13th dynasty period. They had built every pyramid you saw there before. They had done the S-turn in the Nile. They built every one of the major temples that had already been built, including the Grand Lodge of Luxor. The first European to come there did not arrive until the Greeks arrived with Alexander II, the son of Philip of Macedonia.
Look, I'm a college graduate. I never heard all this stuff before.
Because they didn't intend to teach you that. They can't tell you that you're inferior and teach you that you taught Europe. The first Europeans to be civilized by the Africans were the Greeks. When you heard of Homer, the first European to have written anything, you couldn't miss that. They said that Homer wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey. And that was not until 833 BC. The Africans had already in 255,000 at the Tassili Mountain. They had the Sibyllian period, first, second, and third, the pre-dynastic period, all the way up. The Africans had produced men like this, Imhotep, the multi-genius that designed the step pyramid of Saqqara. The first man to be a physician that even Hippocrates, the so-called father of medicine, is giving him credit and calling him the god of medicine. The Greeks changed his name from Imhotep to Aesculapius. There he is.
We're like the only race of people that they tell us to forget our history. Everybody else to be like, we're going to let you know so it doesn't repeat itself. Don't you forget that shit. That shit's not going to happen. Every other person. And then they'll all ask us to support them in their plight. They just want us to continue to entertain, give them creative ideas so they can steal all of that shit. We are the only motherfuckers that they tell to forget about our history. The shit is so disgusting. When you go to a doctor's office, what's the first thing they do? They pull out your medical history. Right. Because we have to assess what is happening now. We got to look back and see, okay, let's see what happened. You were last time you were here, this happened. Right. That's how you're able to move forward. They don't use that same philosophy on African American or African history. We are so deeply hated. They hate us so much. Right, it's so true. And if they're not making money off of, if they're not benefiting sexually, monetarily, culturally, they don't think of us as human beings.